Greetings. We are here in the lab. Nope, we're not in the lab. We're in Justice League headquarters in JL. We in JL. We're in our Black Media headquarters. So we're not in my lab. We're not in the lab. But again, we got some special guests. As y'all always know, all our guests on Run Tell that are special guests. We got them in the house, and we're doing something that's pertinent to all of us. And this like family right here, not this like family. This is family in the house. So understand. And we said all of y'all share. Again, share on YouTube, share on Facebook, and also Roku Television. Roku Television will be on tomorrow night. And so we're going to get started right now. We got our family in the house. Glad to have y'all here. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. We're happy to be here.
I got concerned for a second because I was like, okay. So we're going to be rolling with this because we got some others joining us. So, Sister Sakina Ali, gotta ask this question. Who are you?
I'm Sakina Ziyada Ali, born in Sylvania, Georgia, raised in Savannah, went to school here, graduated high school. I don't know. What else do you want to know?
All right. Okay, we're going to roll it because we're going to be getting into it. And again, Sister Sibo, glad to have you with us. Sister Sadaka, who are you?
I'm Sadaka Hussein Ali. Newton, Sister Sakina is my mother, born and raised here. Graduated from Jenkins and Savannah State. That's about it.
All right. And Sister Aminata Traore, who are you?
I am Aminata Traore. I'm happy to be here. I am a graduate of a high school in Savannah, Georgia. I'm going to stick with that for now, but I'm also a Rattler. Graduated from Florida A&M, and we're going to stick with that. No need to go on anything else right now this soon.
All right, because it's gonna happen. Because it will please the Most High. That's what the Most High said. We're gonna get into that. So yes, ma'am. So now we take this right here. Tradition, and I tell you, this is what Black people do. This is how Black folks. In fact, last night I was on St. Helena, and this is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna say. Who are your people? So, Sister Ami, who are your people?
My people are from. Sister Sakina, Sister Ali. I'm sorry. Ami.
Oh, Ami. Okay, go ahead. You said Ami or Ali?
My people are from Boston.
What we do, I'm in person. So the person who went last, I'm going to hit them the question first. So go right on. So yeah, it's a method to the madness. Yes.
Exactly. My family is from Boston, Mississippi, and Senegal. I'm a proud product of all of those things mixed up in each other. So there's a lot of culture and history within me that I carry with me everywhere I go. And I am a product of a beautiful community that I try to represent in every way I can.
All right. Okay. And we go with Sister Sakina. Who are you?
Who am I?
Who are your people?
My people are from South Carolina, Estelle, South Carolina, Hampton, and Sylvania, Georgia, and Springfield, Georgia. That's it. And I'm a product of that. Born and raised a country girl. Yeah.
Okay.
Summers in the country, picking cotton, the whole 9 yards. Yeah.
We might have an issue. We might have an issue because when you say Estelle, Because now the
Mhm.
president of our black media, Julius Hall, gonna be like, I told you, Jamal, I got a large family. Because now he gonna be trying to make it seem like y'all family, other stuff like that. That's what he gonna be doing. Because as soon as you said that, I like, oh my God, oh my God. So, Sister Saga, who
Yes,
your
sir.
people? Who your people?
So, family from Sylvania, Estelle. Really don't think we went there much growing up that I can recall. But I know that's where the people are from. Well, at least on my mom's side. And the Muslim community here in Savannah, Georgia, Master Jihad.
Okay, all right, all right. So now we come to this right here. Sister Sadako, who
Yes, sir.
inspires you or what inspires you? Who inspires you? What inspires you?
Does it have to be just one person?
Oh, it be several. Now, this is why I open. Now, like we listen here. We don't compartmentalize on Run Tell that. We put it all out there. Yes.
My parents. My parents have been a big inspiration to me growing up, and my mom still is. Unfortunately, my dad passed a few years ago, so but my mom still is here and still a big inspiration to me to continue to do better, to strive better, to do better in life. Kind of still reach for the stars, reach my full potential in life. So that's who I look up to and continue to look up to. Even when my father was still alive, he always told us he wants us to do better than he ever did. So that's what I'm trying to continue to do, is kind of to still strive and still do better in life.
See now, you can go. So, who's your father? Who's your father?
My father is Majid Fahim Ali. He was the imam of Master Jihad. He was in the community. He was an inspiration to many people. So Majid Fahim Ali.
Right. So that's why you want. That's why we do it. That's what it's like I said. It's a method to the madness because guess what? Some people look at the show, they're gonna be like, "Oh, wait a minute." Bam! They begin to identify. They begin to connect. So yes. And Sister Ami, who inspires you? What inspires you?
At this moment in my life, I'm really inspired by the youth. The youth inspire me so much because they have so much talent and so many ways to show their talent and pour into community. When I see the different talents of the youth, it lets me know that we're okay. And I'm in a point now where I can say I'm not in my youth anymore. So our youth are really innovative in their approaches to reach people, to spread messages, to call attention to what's right and wrong. And I can appreciate that. They inspire me to keep going and doing what I do.
Okay. All right. And Sister Sakina, who inspires you? What inspires you?
I would have to, I guess, in a nutshell, the youth, more so our grandchildren, which number in 12 in total. So all of them inspire me because they are all unique in their own special way. Even though there might be of the same, some of them are the same family, but each one of them have their own characteristic and own personality that really enlightens and brightens my life and my heart and inspire me to push forward and want to do more and want to stay healthy, to try to be around a little longer for them. So yeah, that's my inspiration.
I've been trying to figure out why the deer been popping in and out, other stuff. I've been just trying to figure that out. We bring her into the studio. So my sister, Nadir, our beloved sister. So I'm gonna throw this out there. One, we want you to tell people who are you, who's your people, and then who inspires you and what inspires you.
Okay, I've been popping in and out because the connection was really bad on my computer, so I switched to my phone. But my name is Nadira Brown. Who's my people? I guess I'll start with my late father. My father was Benjamin Brown. He was born in Dale, South Carolina, so he was a Geechee man. Went to Savannah State University, was in the ROTC program, was at the Navy. And then my mom was Ray Vaughn. She hailed from New Jersey, came down to Savannah State, and then they met, and then they made us. And what else did you ask me? What else do I have to talk about?
And who inspires you? What inspires you?
Oh, who inspires me? My mom. My mom is my everything. She's my example. She is really the true essence of resilience and meekness that I wish I can have every day of my life. And the sisters that she allowed to be around me that helped raise me, like Sister Asia, Sister Kasima, and a host of others that instilled in me to know for myself and to read for myself and to be strong in my beliefs. And what inspires me is advocacy. I've been in the mental health world for 10 years now, and I've learned to be able to have a voice for myself and the people that are around me that aren't able to have a voice. So I inspire to educate. I inspire to be a voice and to have people that look like me have me in spaces that they didn't really dream of. So that kind of inspires me.
Okay. So I'm going to say this right now. We're going to get personal. We're going to get personal right now. So Nadira mentioned her mother, Rayvon. Her mama be turning against me on behalf of my daughter. They turn against me on my daughter, just like it did. So she said something. Oh, but wait a minute. I forgot. I need to just chill. Okay, I'm going to chill. But I'm going to chill. I'm going to relax.
Not too much for my mama. Not too much. Not too much.
But I'm just saying, they be turning on me. But again, I'm going to come back. I'm bringing it down. So now, dear, my sister, what song or songs give you that when you hear, you like, it take you to another level? What song or songs give you that
I thought about this all day, and it's not really songs, it's really artists, right? So I can say I love Otis Redding. That sounds really like old, but Otis Redding will get me in that cool mood. I can drive, like I'll listen to his albums while I drive. And then we are from the Low Country, so if it's Jeezy or Bootsy, that's that workout. That's that grind, that grind that I need to have. But I have a good mixture of I love old R&B, classic soul, Jasmine Sullivan's, and then my brothers they grew up in the late 1990s and the early 2000s, so that kind of I'm a mix of both.
All right. So, Sister Sakina, what song or songs give you that that give you that it uplifts you?
I have to kind of go with Nadira. It's more kind of the artist, and I'll just kind of give a list, starting with Stevie Wonder, Michael Jackson, and kind of a newer, new age called Mali music. So yeah, those I like. Their
all right. Mali music from Savannah, Georgia. That's right, homegrown. So, Sister Ami, what song or songs give you that
The song, the artist.
You have to lie.
No, I'm actually wearing. I wish I could tilt y'all could see the top of that head. So when I think about poetry, when I think about a revolutionary in their music, somebody that was able. Did y'all see the top of the head? If you see the eyes, you know who that is. Tupac Amaru Shakur.
That's right. So
when I think about a revolutionary person, that was able to reach people, but also able to spread messages in his work, I think that's what touches my heart, because he could have stood in any arena and made sure he got with the people to let them know what was going on in those communities. And I think as an artist, as a person, when you're able to do that, reach everybody, you're successful in what you're doing and spreading a message. When you're able to get politicians to talk about what's going on in the world, you're powerful. So he had a power out of this world that I aspire to have as far as spreading messages that mean something to our communities.
Yes, indeed. So, Sister Sadaka, okay, what song or songs give you that take you to another level?
Okay, kind of picking off of everybody else. Is not really just a particular song. I have a few artists that I like to listen to that it kind of depends on my mood, on what I really want to listen to. Like I like different songs by Michael Jackson. There's an artist called Jacob Banks, Frank Ocean, and there's an artist, I guess an independent artist called his name is Toby Inigwe. That he came out a few years ago. So kind of really depends on my mood, and what I really have a feel for at that moment is kind of what I listen to. So there's not really any particular song that I like to listen to that kind of gets me up and going. It kind of really depends on the day and time. So it can change up at any moment.
And that's all good. That's all good. So this is Run Tell That. And we have with us Sister Kina, Sister Sadaka, Sister Nadira, Sister Ami. We're going to go to a commercial right now. We're going to come back. Now, Sister Kasima just popping in right now. She popping in right now. But we're going to commercial. We're going to come back. And then we're going to have her speed up on some things, because we're going to get into an event that's happening April 27th. So again, we're going to tell that. We said everybody share. We're going to go to a commercial right now. Ms. Producer.
Hello, I'm Richard Coleman, and I'm running for the office of Sheriff of Chatham County. And when I'm elected, I promise to inspect what I expect. Chatham County, it's time for a change, and that change is me, Richard Coleman.
And we are back on Run Tell That. We say support our advertisers. That is Davis Johnson Bozeman Law Firm with offices in Savannah, Atlanta, and Statesboro. One Price Cleaners located in the Farmers Market in Garden City on Highway 80. And also Kim's Cafe at 714 MLK Junior Boulevard. And Chef's Food and Gas. Don't ride by, stop by. And we have Sister Kasima joining us. And so what we're going to do, Sister Kasima, we already did this with restaurant, but we want to tell the people who you are, and then also what inspires you and what song or artist inspires you. And then we're going to flow right into why we got y'all on this show.
Hey, greetings, everyone. It's good to see all the beautiful faces and smiles. And my name is Sister Kasima. I am a public health professional. I am a person who is concerned about the well-being of people all over the globe. My favorite song is People Get Ready by The Impressions. It's a very old song, but it has a lot of instruction in it, and it's relevant today. People get ready. There's a train a-coming. You don't need no ticket. Just get on board. All you need is faith. All you need is faith. And we're going to talk about a big problem where we got to have faith, because it seems impossible, but it is possible. With faith, all things can happen. So it's good to be here, and I'm looking forward to the conversation.
All right, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We said everyone, because we got views from around the entire world. We say share, and we're going to flow right into it. What's happening on April 27th? So I was you, Sister Kasima, April 27th. What's going on?
Whoa. One of the things that we're trying to do is put the young people in the forefront. So I'm going to get one of these beautiful young people on this platform right now to tell us what's happening on the
We're going to get that. They're going to do that. We're going to hit everybody. What you think this is? I just hit on everybody. We're going to hit everybody, Sister Kasima. Okay. We are known to build people on our show. So Sister Kasima, what's happening on April 27th?
All right, here we go then. April 27th, you don't want to miss it. We're having the first local regional Muslim Women's Green Symposium for Well-Being. But all women are invited. While it says Muslim women, all women are invited. Why are we talking about women? Well, women usually have the control of the household, right? They're taking care of the children, taking care of the men, and that kind of thing. That is a perfect vehicle to pass messages along, lessons along. So we're focusing for this time period on women. And we'll talk about things like fast fashion. What is fast fashion? We'll talk about things like recycling. We'll talk about mental health. We'll talk about things like transformation. How do we transform ourselves? You know, what do we need to be thinking about? What's the foundation for doing that to our better selves? You know, and we'll talk about the physical, mental, and spiritual well-being as well, because that's an ongoing thing and it's included in everything. We're going to host a hot lunch, so people will be fed. You won't go home hungry. We'll have some refreshments, and we'll have vendors.
Tag, I'm in.
Yes, tag.
Can I take myself?
No. Whoa, they said they're gonna come on right town and they don't know. They don't even say, I'm going to Nadira. I'm going
Because
we gonna ain't no time to tag. That's that foolishness. See, because I'm chilling right now. I'm chilling. There's some stuff I want to say, but I'm holding. So Nadira. Why are you participating on the 27th? Why are you participating?
I am participating. I guess because I'm the aspect of mental health. Since I'm a licensed professional counselor here in Savannah and for the greater state of Georgia, I'll be discussing cognitive behavior therapy and how your core beliefs about yourself really dictate behavior and how we can change the narrative in our minds and transform our future and our present. So that's my tidbit.
So now, I will say, Ami, we'll come to you, but I don't want to do that. But I'm going to go ahead and do it. So, Ami, why is this even important?
You know, it's important because exactly what I just did. You have to put yourself in the forefront in order to be heard. And one thing that I do realize is, and one thing that I'm concerned about is our youth. So my mother always has said, our youth, and she's engaged me in what she's doing. So my portion of this symposium is to engage real youth as I've moved on to, middle age kind of, so I'm engaging the youth. So this symposium is important for me. And what I plan to do is engage the youth. So they'll be engaged in everything from when you walk in the door to when you leave, to doing surveys, evaluations, leading small parts of the program as well. Photography. We're finding ways so that they know how to become engaged in their communities, how to speak up and out against things that may be wrong, things that they would like their community folk to focus on as well, and just to give them that power to let them know that their voices can be heard for causes within our community. So that's my piece of the Youth Symposium. I'm really proud of it because sometimes to have platforms as youth is hard. So that was a really important component to this symposium, to make sure that we had a great group of young women that know how to, that are trained, and that feel that confidence to speak up within their community against different injustices or things that they're passionate about.
And so I'll add, there's an old song.
Sadika got have her turn.
Okay, go ahead, Sadika. I'll add after that.
Oh God!
Like mother, like daughter.
I wasn't even gonna say that. I wasn't gonna say that. So Sadika, I'm gonna throw this out there to you. I'm checking this out. I'm looking at this, and so Ami alluded to some things. And Sister Kasima alluded to some things. Nadira alluded to some things, but I'm checking this out, and I'm hesitant about stepping out. I'm hesitant with regards to that. I'm hesitant. What would you say to me to come out on the 27th? I see you all and but I'm kind of hesitant. I got a bunch of stuff going on. So why should I even be there? I heard what they said, But what's the push that needs for me to come on out?
Okay, so the push for you to come out would be that again. Well, there'll be a great time to come congregate to learn about the different aspects of the environment, to learn about, let's say, with the fast fashion, how is it between Timo and I think it was one other place. I can't think of the other place thing now. Like their background, what they have to do in order to I'm sorry. I know what I'm trying to say, but I can't think of it now.
She's doing really good. Sedeca, you're doing really good. And I'm just going to piggyback off of you. And I have to jump in here because this is one of my daughters. Yeah, so perfect. So one of the other companies that you're talking about is Shein. And the problem with the fast fashion is a lot of them are made out of microplastics. That's why they're so cheap. And so those plastics, young people are buying these clothes and they usually throw them away after 1 or 2 wears and they go in the landfill. And the landfills are around communities and they're emitting toxins that's causing all kinds of disease conditions in those communities. Most times they're around people of color communities. So Sedeca raised a very important point. This whole heightened awareness that we need in terms of our clothes, what they're made out of, where did they come from, what company produced them? Are they treating young people correctly in the production of these products? And many of them, particularly when it comes to fast fashion, are not. They have underage workers paying them very low wages and making them work really, really quick because they want to hurry up and get these fashions out. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that on Saturday. Sedeca, perfect.
And so one of the things that come into play is that we need to talk about where it's going to be held at. So that's why I'm coming to you. And I'm saying everybody who gets this your first time, we all chill. You just speak. You don't sweat that because the people looking at you. That's why I say to people all the time, people looking at this from around the entire world, this is just you talking. We don't sweat none of that. So, Sister Sakina, where is it being held? What time? What's going on with regards to that? How can they get in touch with you? So, Sister Sakina.
Yes. So the location is the White Bluff Presbyterian Church, which is located at 10710 White Bluff Road, Savannah, Georgia. We do have, the time is from 9:30 to 4 p.m. And if I may add just a little bit with what you'd asked Sedeca, just the women coming out together, educating each other, us learning from each other, because we all need to know so much. We need to know how to take care of ourselves mentally, spiritually, how to reform, how to transform ourselves. So this is a good way for us to do that. And again, we're inviting all women. It doesn't matter your demographics, race, color, creed. We don't care. We want you to come out and join us, and prayerfully be able to take something back with you that you'll be able to implement in your lives. So again, this appeal is for all women. Men who have women in their lives, encourage them to come out. That's what we want. I think we are really getting excited about this, and we really want you to be there. We will have vendors. Persons can vend, so we will have women. And I think one of the main things is it's free. There's no charge. We're not charging for registration. We're not charging for the meals. We're not charging to vend. Contributions are kindly and warmly accepted, but there's no charge to come. So just come as you are. That's what we want. So again, this is April 27th, 2024, from 9:30 to 4 p.m. at the White Bluff Presbyterian Church, located at 10710 White Bluff Road, And we do want to thank the church for allowing us to be able to use the facility. We are looking forward to it.
Mhm.
And what's the contact information?
The contact information, I am going to pass that on to Ami and Sadaka. I do know that we do have a Facebook page, but I think Ami has a link that we can
Yes.
share. So I'm going
I will
to pass
share
that
that
on
link.
to them.
Yes, I'll share that link under the post, Brother Jamal. Once we're done, I'll put it there to register for it. Also, like the Facebook page, if you go to Muslim Women's Green Symposium, you're going to see the event pop up, and the information is there as well. It's on
So I know
Facebook
there's
in the event page.
Right, there's an event page, so if they can actually let us know if they'll be able to come or not. But then we were also asking for everyone to register also, so we can know how many people that are coming, so we can accommodate everything.
If you can put it in the comment, the producer can then put it on. If you put it in the comment, the producer can put it right in. So what we're about to do right now, we're about to go to a commercial right now. We go to a commercial. That's why we do that. We have to go to commercials. And so that's why. So that we got to be tight, this responsive. Just throw it on out there. So we're gonna go to a commercial. Ms. Producer.
Hi, I'm Katie Brewington and I'm running for Magistrate Court Judge. Magistrate Court is often called the People's Court because people represent themselves or are pro se litigants. Magistrate Court handles civil claims up to $15,000, dispossessory proceedings, pre-warrant applications, and good behavior bonds. I'm a great candidate for judge because I have the experience, compassion, and drive to get the job done. I have been a probation officer, a criminal defense attorney, a solicitor, and a municipal court judge, and I will take all of that experience to get the job done. So remember, vote Katie Brewington, May 21st, for Magistrate.
We are back. It's Rontel back, and we have with us Sister Sakina. We have Sister Sadaka, Sister Nabil, Sister Aminata, and Sister Casino will be coming back in. And so we say that everyone share, and support our advertisers. Again, Davis Johnson Bozeman Law Firm with offices in Savannah, Atlanta, and Statesboro. One Price Cleaners located in the Farmers Market in Garden City on Highway 80. And then in addition, Kim's Cafe at 714 MLK Junior Boulevard. And Shep Brothers Food and Gas. Don't ride by, stop by. So now I got to throw this out there also. So I live in Savannah. But let's say I also live in Attapulgos, Georgia. And I got a lot going on in my life. I got a lot happening. I got to raise my children. I got to work. I got people at work getting on my nerves. They bother me. Then I got all this other little microaggressions that come at me every day. Why should I be concerned about the environment? I'm just trying to survive. But Vera, why should I be concerned about that? Why should I be concerned about environment?
I believe whatever you do to the environment gives it back to you tenfold. And so if you're kind to the environment, if you think about it, even the dirt or the soil that we step on, if you step on it with your bare feet, it's a natural antidepressant in it. So when you earth yourself and when you respect yourself and you respect the environment in which you came from, you'll in turn get things that you won't normally get from plastic or from things that are artificial. This is a living and breathing entity, right? And so are you. So if you appreciate it, it'll appreciate you, right? I think that when we do the fast fashion, and I'm guilty of it, I go if everybody know me, I'm always on a flight somewhere, and I gotta go. I gotta go to Shein to get these outfits because the Delta prices done went up. So I gotta shop for a bargain, but I didn't know. I mean, I just learned something. I didn't know there was toxins in it. I just thought it was cheap and I can just go and get it. But once you start to be present in the moment, once you start to be self-aware of what you're actually doing, and you start to slow down, when you start to have one plant and you mother that plant, you nurture that plant, it changes your whole life. Because as soon as a plant wilts, you're like, oh no, what did I do? Right? And so when you start to slow down and you start to realize what you're actually doing actually affects everything and everyone around you, you respect yourself a little bit more.
All right. So, Sister Kima, I mean, I won't say Sister Kasima. What I want from you is the same thing. The question is for everybody. So guess what? It shouldn't be anything hard. Just spit it on out. Why? Because again, what's going on? I'm working 10 hours. I got to raise my family, and I'm not making enough money. And then also I got all these other issues. I got utility bills. I got all this right here. Why should I be concerned about the environment?
Because to solve all those problems, you have to be well in your body, mind, and your spirit. And we know that environment is the first influencer of well-being, the number one influencer of well-being. And if you look at a city like Savannah, for example, we're a port city. So what does that mean in terms of environmental conditions? One of the things that it means, and all of you probably can attest to that, is we're going to have some respiratory problems because of all the exhaust and emissions coming from the ships, then coming from the trucks, and then coming from the people that are coming back to do business related to the shipping industry. So that's just one example. You take Highway 17, which for your audience is one of the transportation ways that kind of it runs parallel to Highway 95. Okay, it was actually in existence before Highway 95. That is a major trucking route, but on that route are what? A lot of communities. So you're not just talking about impacting one person or two people. You're talking about whole communities being impacted by the trucking industry. We know that in Savannah, there's a lot of respiratory problems, and I'm coming from a public health perspective, why we should care. And these respiratory problems start when our children are babies. They start presenting with respiratory problems, and we diagnose it as bronchitis, and then it goes to asthma. And those respiratory problems are we found them to be directly related to the air quality. So that's one reason, but there's many reasons we should be concerned about environment, but that's one reason because it has a major impact on our well-being.
Right. Our show is only 57 minutes long. We have only 57 minutes. Okay. So that's why when y'all give responses, because again, we try to make sure everybody has an opportunity, because again, we make it so general that everybody, because somebody else listening, one person pick up on what Sister Kasima said, bam, and they got it. Somebody else says Nadira, bam, and then because again it touches people. So, Sister Aminata, this is the deal. I got my kids in school. I gotta go to the school to deal with that. So why should I even be concerned about this green stuff? Why should I be concerned about environment?
So it's affecting us all. And I think you really should be concerned if you got your kids. Because our children are going to live in the same world. And if we don't leave it better for our children, what are they going to be left with? But more than that, setting an example of what it looks like to understand the impact that we have on our environment and that our environment is having on us right now. We live in an area, I love to equate this work to food. We eat, everybody eats, right? We go to fish fries, oyster roast, So in my area specifically, we're talking about a lot of the waterways that are being affected by this as well. We are dealing with coastal erosion here. Coastal erosion is an impact of climate change. We're talking about small things and changes that we can do, not littering. What does it mean, like when we litter and that all goes into the waterways, and then we're fishing in the same water, catching those flounder and everything that have been in there, and then we're eating that flounder that had all that, whatever we littered into that water in it, and now it's at the fish fry and we're eating that. What does that do to our health in the long run? So we got to think about ways that we can talk about environmental justice in a very personal and non-scientific-y way. You know, we are not all biologists. We are not all scientists in our ways, but in order to reach our community, I think we can bring environmental justice to it by just being us, being who we are, talking about the everyday issues and allowing folks to realize and equate that to an environmental issue. If we can equate us throwing a cigarette butt or a can or a plastic bag on the ground to our food, I think we'll be able to understand that this is an everybody issue. So your children specifically need to be concerned, and you need to be concerned for your children because they're going to be here longer than we are. So for example, my 2-year-old needs to understand, my 12-year-old needs to understand the impacts of what he's doing to the world, but also we need to find ways that we can appreciate the world. Right now, there's a big discussion about solar power. How can we use our resources to help us and lower things like our energy bills, which are burdening low-income communities in so many different ways? You know, so there's a lot of things that we can think about when it comes to the environment, how we can use our resources, how we can be a good steward of the earth, and I think that's what we want to bring light to at this symposium on April 27th, this coming Saturday at 9 o'clock to 4 o'clock.
9:30.
9:30 to 4 o'clock. But get there early. Get there early. That's why you can't tell everybody right on time. Get there early, y'all.
So, Sister Sakina,
Yes.
I got mine. Why I need to be concerned about anybody else? I got mine. I'm taken care of. Why should I be concerned? I got mine. I got stuff. I'm able to have the air diffusers. I'm able to have all that. So why should I be? I'm straight. Why should I even be concerned about that? I'm straight. It's the other people. Why should I be concerned about that?
Well, we don't live in a bubble. Unfortunately, we live in a society of other people that we communicate with. We have children, we have grandchildren, parents. So we want them to be healthy. We want them to be safe. We want them to have a long life. We want them to not have to be burdened by high cost electrical bills, food bills, clothing bills. And we want them to be able to enjoy the environment. I think Nadir alluded to, talked about the environment, going out in the environment and enjoying just nature, just being able to walk on grass without feeling that you're walking on concrete, and being able to go to the beach and be able to just enjoy the water and the breeze and the sand beneath your feet. Used to do when you were young, you go to the beach and you just frolic in the beach, in the sand, and just feeling that. All of those things are healing. We can go not to mention also when we can go to the water and the salt just helps, purify our bodies. But if we have pollutants in that water, if we have pollutants in the soil, all of that's coming up in the environment. It's coming up in our plants, in our vegetables, in our flowers that we're breathing, in our general environment. So our birds, our bees, everything is being affected. And we've heard the story of the bees and how they, were just having issues, so we have to be concerned, because it affects all of us. It affects, so we can have the perfect, what we think is a perfect house. We have our solar system, we have our air filters, we have our water filters and all of this. But what about your neighbor? If everyone around you is gone, what do you have? You have nothing. You can't live by yourself. I mean, you can, but you can't.
Yes.
So, Sonica, check this out.
Yes, sir.
Why y'all gotta be so serious? Why y'all gotta be why y'all I want to have a good time. I just want to enjoy life. Why y'all still gotta go put on a conference about environment? Why? I just want to enjoy. I want to be able to travel. I want to have fun. But y'all gotta be so serious. Why y'all gotta be like that? Why I just can't have fun? Why y'all gotta come? Y'all making me almost depressed. You know, talk about this environment stuff. Why? I just want to have fun, Sonica.
Oh.
What do you say to that person who's thinking like that? Who put that out there?
Why so serious? Because the environment is a serious thing. Like, kind of like what Nadira said. If we don't take care of our environment, then there goes our health. There goes kind of everything. It trickles down. I know my two boys, they have had breathing issues. I know with the change in temperature sometimes, like they get bronchitis, the breathing, like to where I can see in their chest that where they're struggling to breathe, and I have to give them breathing treatments and medicine to kind of help them feel better. So the environment affects everybody. You may be good in your family, but then you say you may be good in your family, but then what about your children? And then when your children grow up, what about their children? So it's you and your family may be good at this moment, but then when it trickles down to your grandchildren and your great grandchildren, then will they be okay? How will their health be? How will their environment be 5 years from now, 2 years from now, 10 years from now? You know, will it be the same? Will the food be? Well, we already know the food is probably changing, has changed, but how will the food be? How will the environment be? Like in these big cities where there's like constant smog, you hear people having so many health issues from it because you have all these big trucks coming in and out near these ports, all these big ships coming in and out. So you have all of these environmental issues that's affecting everything and everybody. You may not feel, I mean, not just you, but people may not feel it themselves, but it can trickle down to your children, your generations down the line. It may affect them somehow that way. So in the environment, we need to take care of ourselves. We need to take care of our environment at the end of the day. So this would be a perfect opportunity to learn about that, learn about different environmental things.
Can I add to what Seneca said?
Well, I'm gonna let y'all know we have only 6 more minutes left. 6 more minutes are only left. That's why I go be concise, put it on out. But 6
We're gonna have fun. We're gonna have music. People are gonna be able to talk with each other because we'll have a time for interaction. We're gonna have some relax and flow kind of moments, that kind of thing. So it's a serious issue, but we're gonna have fun too. So you won't want to miss this day on the 27th of April at 9 in the morning at the White Bluff Presbyterian Church. I'm going to pass it to the next person. Oh, the last thing I want to say is why? Because we have something in our spirituality called amana. That means that we're responsible for the earth that the Most High has given us. He put it in our hands to take care of it and cherish it. And so we have to be reminded that that's part of our responsibility. Amana. Okay, I'm going to pass it on to the next person.
Well, no, what I want to do is clarify. So I want you all to understand, because again, for the audience and people looking at this right here, I want to, because what I was posing to you, that's what's going on. The people looking at this right here, that's the world that some of them do. And what I tell folks, people know that on our various platforms, and when I speak, I tell folks, listen, you have about 10% of us who understand what time it is. And we speak, we put the truth out there, we put it out there. But then you have another 20% who are basically not trying to do the right thing. Then you have the 7% right there in the middle. And so that other 20%, what they do, they distract the people, they entertain the people, they lead the people, and that's all plays a role of the oppression. So I want to get those, I want that person who's sitting home right now, that they see this right here, they're like, oh, yeah, because I said that's why that's their world. So now we address that and put it out there to them. The person who think that they got it all. The other person like, listen, things are so serious. Like, why y'all gotta be so serious? But then now bring them in and say, why is all this important? Because again, that's what this is about. It's about now, as I said, pulling people in because some of our people looking at it. Because folks, we've done shows on environmental issues. We've done with warehousing and all of that. So people run tell that they got it, but we want the new people to also now come on in. And so we are down to just 4 minutes. What I was going to do is that I want you to give a word to the people as to why they need to come out and where they need to come out to. So we'll start with Aminatou. Again, 4 minutes. We have only 4 minutes left, so we can't go a minute each. So just to throw that on out there to you, because we got another question we got to ask you. So Aminatou.
You're muted.
You're muted.
Unmute her.
And I was very enthusiastic in that as well. But we're going to have some great breakout sessions from some experts. So you need to come out. They're professionals in the solar field and the public health field. So you want to come out and hear them, and they're relatable. They know how to bring this information to communities.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And Sister Sakina.
And following through with that, again, very dynamic young people, our young people who can relate to younger persons. We have doctors, we have MS persons, counselors, PhDs. So we are excited. Again, the information we think will be phenomenal, and that we believe that everyone will get something from it. Everyone should get something from it. They may not be able to get everything, but we do believe that everyone will come away with something. So please come out and join us.
Sister Nadira.
Basically giving I like to say pockets of peace. You give yourself time to process what you need to process with a group of women that created a safe space. So whatever that's on your heart, what's on your mind, what's on your spirit, you're able to be around women that are spiritual, not just surface level, but deep women that participate in spiritual practices every single day of their lives. So you get a space to be vulnerable and process the things you normally won't process.
All right, Sister Sadaka.
Just come out and, like Sister Kasima said, have fun, learn some a lot of good information, and we hope that you walk away with something new, even if it's just one thing. Just hope that you learn something new.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Sister Kasima.
Yes, and then my closing thought would be to just consider, for the audience, the listening audience, just to consider, if you was given something very special, very special, and it's given just to you, wouldn't you want to cherish that? Wouldn't you want to understand how that connects to you? Sometimes that special thing makes you feel good, or it gives you some kind of energy that helps you to get through a day. That's what our environment is. It's something that was given to us. It's very special. And it does all kinds of things for us, whether it's help us to deal with depression and emotional feelings, whether it's helping us to deal with our food, whether it's helping us to deal with, our own personal well-being physically and that kind of thing. We're going to talk about those things. We're going to talk about those things, and it's going to be engaging. We want you to talk too. Tell us how we can make it more relatable. If it's not relatable, stop us and tell us, I don't understand that word. What does that mean? We want that. We're going to invite that. We are inviting that. So I'll just say that amana is an Arabic word, and it means responsibility. We have responsibility. So that makes you very important. Each person that's listening, you have responsibility. You're very important. Because without you taking that responsibility, they have that old song, if you don't lift your brother or sister up, we will fall down. And it's the same thing with the environment that we've been given. So on that note, I'm going to pass it back to you, host.
The president saying, Jamal, all your people, you tell them the time. Your people ignore you all the time, all the time. They don't care about the time. None of them. No Muslims don't be listening to you, Jamal.
I'm glad you know.
So we were going to Terry Mobley. So we got some real quick Terry Mobley. Glad to have you. We have our sister Andrew Kelly in New York City checking us out. So again, Andrew, right here from here, Columbus and Savannah State. University. So we got important question. We can't spend a lot of time on it. We did a Little Brother show, all the shows on this network. And so again, real question. This question is the most important question of all the questions. And so the question is this: what is the most important high school the greatest high school in Savannah, Chatham County, Georgia, and the world for that matter? And we go to Sister Nadira.
You already know what it is. Jenkins High
Jenkins
School.
Very nice. So, okay, now we're going to move on. Sister Sonica, what is the greatest high school in Savannah, Chatham County, Georgia?
HBJ.
Sister Army, our beloved Sister Army, what is the greatest high school in Savannah, Chatham County, Georgia? It would depend on if you ever come back on the show if you don't get the answer right. Okay.
I'll be back. I'm sure I'll be back really soon. Savannah Academy is the best high school in Savannah, Georgia. Savannah Arts. Thank you.
Mute her. Sister Kasima.
The greatest high school?
The greatest high school, the best high school in Savannah, Chatham County, Georgia, and the world for that matter.
I have to say the Savannah Arts Academy.
Oh Lord, I gotta mute you. You are muted right now. Try to talk. You can't talk. Sister Sakina.
All right, so I'm gonna have to stick with my alma mater, and then I'm gonna kind of swirl around a little bit. So Richard Arnold High School, Eagles Soar, Beach High School, yes, in the house.
Yes.
By way of husband, children, Sadaka Jenkins, she defected a little bit, but it's okay.
This is why people don't respect the environment right now. This is why they don't respect the environment. And so I know Nadira gonna counsel all y'all. So yes, on Saturday, what time, where at? Somebody can check.
9 a.m. the White Bluff Presbyterian Church.
Yes.
You have the address. You don't have the address.
10710 White Bluff Road.
Okay, what's the contact information for the people?
I'll give mine. Sakina,
to register in the chat. Oh, go ahead.
And also, go ahead,
Go ahead.
Give the contact number, because then we're going to have to sign it, because we got another show come on. They're going to try to talk about me. They're going to talk about y'all, and they're going to talk about me.
Okay, Mama, you want to put your information in the group chat?
Right. Okay.
They can email.
Yeah.
They can go to Muslim Women's Green Conference on Facebook, and they can also Google it, and the flyer will come up.
All right.
Muslim Women's Green Symposium.
And this has been Run Tell That. We said everyone share. We'll see you all next week. And we have somebody. I got a challenge next week. I'm going against the Urban Mentoring Academy drumming. I'm gonna be drumming backwards. That's gonna be I'm gonna whip them on next week.
Wow.
But yeah, Run Tell That. Glad to have you all on the show with us.
Thank you.
Thank
Good to be here. Everybody come out. Come out, everybody.
Yeah.
Come out. Let's see you.
Can't wait to see you Saturday.
I like that.